All right, hello everybody. So today's video is going to be on a very interesting subject, the business of photography. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. Welcome back everyone. My name is Eric Marks with FindingMiddleEarth.com, and today we're going to be talking about the business of photography. So I didn't plan this video at all. Sometimes I'll kind of get some key points. I'll write down some key points for my videos. In this one, I didn't, because I just wanted to speak what was coming right out of my heart and my true feelings. I just wanted to speak like 100% just kind of, what comes to mind at the moment. So if this video seems kind of harsh in some points, you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to just speak the truth here because this is a very important subject. So just everyone know, this video is meant to be very inspiring, and it's meant to also speak the truth and to be very informing at the same time. So the business of photography, right? There's so many photographers out there on YouTube and so many photographers online that will try to sell you videos and books and all these different ways on how you can become a professional photographer. I could name 10 of them right now. Of course I won't, because that's just not right of me to put down someone else, but I do think it's wrong, because being a creative artist, a professional creative artist that's successful and that's actually making money in the industry, that is, to me, just as hard as selling all of your things, moving to Hollywood, California, and saying, I'm going to become an actor, and I'm going to become famous and act in movies and just be known by everyone. Because there's no step-by-step process for that, right? If I tell you that I'm going to go become an actor next week, and I'm going to give up photography, I wouldn't look to somebody and say, hey, give me the 10-step process on how I can become famous and act in movies. Because any successful actor will tell you there is no process. There is no best way of doing things. There's just the way that this person became successful, and there's the way that this person became successful. If you go and look up some of your favorite actors and actresses, all of their success stories are so different. It's amazing. There was one that just said, well, I just happened to have a talent scout watching a Broadway play that I was in. And from there, he contracted me to do a movie. And some person said, I just happened to run into so-and-so at dinner one night. And this person liked the way that, I liked my voice, or he liked my face and thought I would be perfect for a role. There's so many different things. So back to photography in general. There is no one way to be successful in this industry, because number one, success is measured by so many different things. Are you successful if you're making $1 million a year in photography? Are you successful if you can make $50,000 a year in photography? Are you successful if you can just make photography your side job and get extra money for cool stuff? There's so many different ways to measure success. So if you think about all those things, don't let these other photographers online scam you into buying their how-to business photography or how to make money being a photographer, because that's the one thing that really bothers me about other photographers, is that they try to sell you the business stuff. Now, yes, I have video tutorials on my own website, but they're all on how to help you use your camera or organize your photos, and when it comes to things like that, there is a process. Now, yes, people have different processes, but it's all basically around the same thing. There aren't 50 different ways to learn how to use manual mode on your camera. They're all going to be centered around the same thing. Aperture is still aperture. Shutter speed is still shutter speed. So there is, to a point, there is a step-by-step process. So selling those kind of tutorials are perfectly fine, because I have tutorials on my website where I teach you how to master your camera, teach you how to organize your photos. I'll do other things like that, but you will never find me selling you how to make money in photography, because it's so different for everybody. There's so many different things. So let me tell you here right now how to do it. I will tell you how to do it, and it's going to be completely free, and it's going to be on this video. Hard work, perseverance, passion, late nights, early mornings. Sometimes the late nights and early mornings are back to back. Sometimes you have to miss family events. Sometimes you have to work on your own birthday. But guess what? You will be successful if you do not give up, and if you strategize and plan and set goals and meet those goals. Here's what somebody told me one time, and I'll never forget it. Sometimes in life, actually all the time in life, the only thing between you and hitting all of your goals and achieving everything you want to in life. The only thing standing in between that is you doing it. So the only thing between you and everything you want, all of your goals, your $1 million, your Ferrari, or your professional photography job, only thing in between that is you doing it. When you make the decision to do it, it will happen. That's all there is to it. You just have to put in the time and the hard work, because that is what ultimately gets things done. The only thing that can get things done is you. Not you buying someone else's tutorial and someone telling you how to get things done. It's you getting things done. Because one of the most popular things that people say is, well, the best way to succeed in the photography industry is to be different. You have to be unique. So that's true, but being different and unique, how can someone tell you how to do that? They can't, because it has to be your own style. It has to come from right here. Has to be in your heart, has to be your own burning, fiery passion that sets you apart from the other photographer. You have to hustle, you have to plan, you have to strategize, you have to be passionate, you have to show people that. That's not something someone can teach. Let me tell you one of the most confusing questions that I get from people. There will be so many people that will send in emails or comments or even ask me. They'll say, Eric, should I be a photographer, or do you think the market is a little too saturated? If you are asking me if you should be a photographer, my answer is going to be no. And that's not, I don't mean that in a mean way. It's because you should never let someone tell you, or you should never ask someone what you should do with your career. If you want to do something, do it. Don't ask someone if you should do it, or don't get permission first. If you want it, do it, because it's what you want to do. And you will always succeed way better in things that you want to do. If you're stuck in your 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday and you don't want to be there, well then figure out a way to get out of it. Don't complain about it, and don't wonder, or don't be jealous of this person doing what they're doing. Why don't you become one of those people? It always just boggles my mind how people don't, grasp this concept that, what sets me apart from this other person that makes $1 million? The fact that they just put in the time and the hard work to do it, to get it done. You can do it too. Everyone has the potential to unlock these certain things that all these successful people do and have. All the things that they have, all the things that they can do, all the money that they have, all the success that they have. The only thing it takes is you unlocking that certain thing inside you that just says, you know what, I'm gonna put in the passion and the hard work and the time to just get it done. So let me slow down for a second. I know I'm kind of going on a little bit of a rant here, but I just want to help you. If you're sitting at your desk right now and you're watching me talk about this, and you have a little point and shoot camera and you want to be a professional photographer, you can do it. The market will never be too saturated. There will never be this lack of need for creative artists in the industry. You just have to figure out how you want to do it. Plan what genre you like. My biggest advice to you is don't say, oh, I do everything. Pick a genre that you love doing, pick a genre that you're specifically awesome at, and do that. Figure out a way to do it. Make uncomfortable phone calls, make uncomfortable meetings, set up meetings with important people. Get connections, network, go and meet people, go and see if your local city has a photographer group. You just need to meet people and get more connections. And some of you say, oh, well, Eric, it's easy for you to say because you've already made it in photography. Well, first off, everyone's definition of making it is different, because again, it could be $1 million a year, it could be $100,000 a year, it could be $20,000 a year. It's whatever your goal is of making it. That's what making it is to you. So that's all you need to keep your eye on. You don't need to keep your eye or your target at someone else's goals. If your goal is to make whatever amount a year or however many clients a year, or just get to a point in life where you don't have to worry about money, that should be what your goal is. So don't worry about me. I am still in the process of trying to make it, because I have a goal of wanting to retire at 35 years old. And that's been my goal since high school, by the way. But I will tell you something. When I say retire, and this should be the same with all of you, I just mean I don't want to have to worry about money anymore. I want to be able to a point where I'm 35 to where I can never have to charge for any of my photography services ever again, and that will be fine. I can just go around the world and meet people and have fun and travel and not have to worry about money and not have to make money ever again. That's my definition of retirement. Retirement isn't giving up photography, because I love it. You should never want to, in my opinion, your goal should never be to stop doing what you're doing, because then you don't really love it. You should never want to stop playing golf or stop taking photos or stop, painting. Those are all things that we love. And so if you want to make a career out of that, then retiring is really just not having to worry about the money side of it anymore. So that's my goal. And I will never give up on that goal. I will not stop hustling and I will not stop working until I am 35 years old and I am ready to say, you know what? I don't need money anymore. It's fine. And I will never stop working towards that. There's this quote that I want you all to think about. And I actually have it behind the camera. I have it in my office that I look at it every single day. And it says, if you want to be an entrepreneur, sometimes you have to spend a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Let me say that again to you. You have to spend a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Because see, that's the biggest thing. A lot of people aren't willing to take those few years of life and put in tons of time and effort and miss a few birthdays here and there to put in the work so that they can spend the rest of their life not ever having to worry about being on a schedule or a calendar or held down by anything ever again. That's what it takes. That's the reason why I'm making this video. So you will never, and I promise you will never see me try to sell you the business of photography or how to make money in photography, because there's no one way. The only way to do it is the way that you figure out a way to do it and the way that you find. Because for all I know right now, even me sitting here, there might be someone that's watching my videos or someone that's been looking at my portfolio for the past year, just waiting to take a bite, right? They might be saying, man, this guy's potential, but I'm just waiting for this moment to where I'm gonna license 100 of his images. And then boom, that would be amazing. You never know who's looking at your work. So this is another piece of advice I want to give you. A lot of people can get discouraged if they create a Facebook account or Instagram or a blog and they only get 2 likes per post. Or they maybe only get 1 comment a month. Who cares? Because that one person might be the one person that helps you make it. That's always been my philosophy. I don't do photography for people. I do it for me. And then I love how it affects people, because that's why I started this YouTube channel, so I can kind of share my journey, put it out there, and hope it helps somebody. Even if this whole YouTube channel in the next 15 years only helps one person, that's great, because every single life, every single photographer matters to me, and I love helping all of you for free on these videos. Yes, I have the products to help you learn your camera and to do that, and that's all great. Those things are great, but I will never try to tell you the things that cannot be taught. So just be aware of that. That's really the whole point of this video, is all these photographers that will try to sell you how to make money doing photography, how to make money selling this stuff. Just be careful, okay? I'm not saying that they're all doing this to scam you, because obviously a lot of photographers think that they have this figured out. But what a lot of them don't realize is that that's the way that worked for them. And it might not work for you, and it might not work for me. Everyone kind of figures out their way different in this creative industry, right? If I said how to become a car salesman or how to become this, there might be a step-by-step process in that. But when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur and a business owner in a creative media business, or becoming an actor, or all these things that are kind of hard to make it, there's a million different ways to do it, and there is no best way and there is no right way. There's just the way that you figure out how to do it. So you guys can absolutely be professional photographers. The industry will never be too saturated to accept you. You can always do what you want. You can always set goals. You can always meet your goals. Always follow your dreams. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you would like to stay up to date on all of my latest photography videos and adventures, click the big subscribe button below. And if you would like to find out more about me and how to become a great photographer, visit my website at findingmiddleearth.com.